Hi, it's Heather, and today we are doing upper body yoga. We're going to work our core and open up the shoulders for the option to try Pincha Mayurasana or a forearm stand. This is an intermediate class, so if you do need to take a breather or skip a couple poses, feel free and make sure to grab a strap if you have one. And this was also a requested flow. So if you do have any other requests, things that you would like to see on the channel, please leave those suggestions in the comments down below or connect with me on Instagram at High Desert Yogi. Before we get started, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really helps to support free yoga on YouTube, and liking, commenting, subscribing, these are the best things that you can do for the channel, and it helps to spread more free yoga out to others. When you're ready, I'll meet you seated on the mat. So come to meet me in seated today on your heels, closer to the back end of your mat. You can rest your hands on your thighs, and for a brief moment, let's just soften the gaze, maybe even close the eyes, and bring ourselves to our practice today. Let's place our attention towards our breath. And let's all take one big inhale together. So inhale into the lungs fully. Just as if you were going to fill up a balloon. Pause at the top. And then exhale it all out. Let's try one more time. And this time, exhaling anything that's not serving you today so that you can fully enjoy your practice and fully be present. Inhale all the way. Pause at the top. And then exhale. Letting go of whatever you feel like you need to let go of. Gently open the eyes. Coming back to the room, and let's get into our practice. Raise up the left arm, bend the elbow, sending the palm towards your back, and just go ahead and take the right hand, give that left elbow a gentle pull. We're going to start opening up the shoulders gently today. And breathe here. And then release the elbow. Keep this left arm where it's at. And go ahead and swing the right arm around. Bring it up your back. And see if you can interlace your fingers into cow face arms. If not, this is the perfect place for that strap. So if you want to grab your strap, swing it around back, grabbing it with your left hand, and then the right, and just slowly walking your hands up and down the strap, getting them as close to each other as feels comfortable for you. And if you don't have a strap, that's okay. You can always use maybe like a rolled up t-shirt. There are definitely options and ways to be creative. Gently release. Place the strap aside if you have it. And then just take this right hand, place it behind you, come into fingertips. Left hand's gonna come to your right knee and look back for a gentle twist. Untwist, come forward, and take the right arm up. Bend the elbow. Go ahead and grab a hold of it with the left hand. and give it a gentle pull. Just taking it straight to the other side. Release the elbow, leave the right arm where it's at, and bring the left up behind your back. See if you can interlace your fingers. If not, go ahead and grab your strap if you have it. And make sure that your elbows don't splay out too much in the sides. Try to keep everything in the midline, everything centered. Uninterlace or put the strap down. Go ahead and place the left fingertips behind you and right fingertips come to the left knee. Gentle twist on the other side. And bring everything forward. You can set the strap aside from your mat where it's not going to bother you. Come to hands and knees, meeting me in a tabletop position. Shoulders are going to come directly over the wrists, hips directly over the knees. Inhale, lower the belly, open up through the chest. Exhale, round. Inhale, lowering the stomach. And exhale, chin in, back of the neck long. One more. Inhale, drop the belly. And exhale, round. Come to a neutral tabletop. Drop your elbows right where your wrists are. So directly where they were. Come into forearms. And we're going to take 3 more cat-cow variations in this forearm bit. Inhale, drop the belly. And exhale, draw the chin in, round the back. 2 more. Inhale, drop. And exhale, pull those abs up. Inhale, open up through the chest. And exhale, round. Come to a neutral and send the feet back for forearm plank. So I'm going to scooch up a little bit. You might need to as well. Nice strong forearm plank, setting ourselves up for success later on. Make sure your core is engaged. You're pressing away from the ground. Spin to the pinky toe edge of your right foot. Inhale, left arm comes up. Side forearm plank. Don't get lazy in the side here. Lift up the hips. And then come back to that forearm plank. Walk the feet in. Keeping the forearms down for dolphin pose. Press the chest towards the thighs. If you need to bend the knees generously, feel free. This is not an easy one, even for me. And then drop the knees just for a second. Press the palms in, lifting up the elbows. Come to downward facing dog. Lift the hips back up. Maybe pedal it out in this first down dog. Dropping one heel, lifting the other, and then switching. Don't forget to breathe here. And then rest both heels towards the ground. Inhale, lift up the right leg. Exhale, shift forward. Knee's gonna come to right elbow. Come back into three-legged dog. Lift back up. Inhale. And exhale, shift forward, knee to the center. Inhale, three-legged dog. Foot lifts up. Exhale, knee comes to left elbow. And shift back. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, go ahead and bend the knee and step the foot right in between almost where your hands and your feet are gonna be. So right in the middle. Lift up the left foot off of the ground. If you need to bend the knee or lift the heel, feel free, whatever is more comfortable for you. Press the palms into the ground, lean forward, bend the elbows. And when you're bending the elbows, they're not going to the side, they're coming straight back. And push off the ground, come back, drop the knee, inhale, hands come up, low lunge. Open up through the chest, hands come out to the sides, and then exhale, send the arms forward, protract the shoulders. Palms come to touch. Hands come down. Plant the palms, step the front foot back to plank. Chaturanga, your version. Inhaling on the up dog. And then instead of downward facing dog, come to child's pose. Resting the forehead for just a moment. Take maybe 3 deep breaths. If you ever need to skip a chaturanga within this flow, you can definitely do that. And then shift forward, come to forearm plank. Beautiful. Nice and strong. Lift up the core, lift up the shoulders, really pressing into the ground. Spin to the pinky toe edge of your left foot. Inhale, right arm comes up. Lift up the hips. And exhale, come back to forearm plank. Walk the feet in. Dolphin pose. Pressing the chest towards the thighs, just like in downward facing dog, and also bending the knees if needed. Drop the knees for just a moment. Press the hands into the ground, lifting up the elbows. Meet me in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift up the left leg. Exhale, shift forward, knee to left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Coming back up. Exhale, shift forward, knee in the middle, into the chest, squeeze. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, bend the knee, step it right in between the back foot and the hands. Lift up the back foot. Bend the knee, bend the elbows, or keep the legs straight. Press into the ground, and then push back. Coming to low lunge, hands come up, knee drops. Open up the chest, open up the arms, protract the shoulders. Palms come to touch. Come back down, plant the palms, step back to plank, chaturanga your version. Shifting forward if you're with me, elbows in at 90 degrees. Inhale on the up dog. This time all meeting in downward facing dog. Take a deep breath. From here, see if you can grab a hold of your left ankle with your right hand for a twist. Keeping a strong left arm, palm planted, and untwist. Plant the right palm, lift up the left hand, and see if you can grab a hold of your right ankle. And untwist. Shift forward into plank from down dog. And if you need to step the toes back, feel free. I usually find that I need to from this position. And let's just do a quick check-in. Fingers are spread wide. You're actively pressing away from the ground. Core is engaged. And spin to the pinky toe edge of your right foot. Inhale, left arm comes up. Lift the side body. And if you want to take a wild thing here with me, go for it. Sending your left toes back, opening up through the heart. And slowly come back. Plant the left palm to your downward facing dog. Bring both feet together. Inhale, lift the right foot up. Exhale, shift forward, bend the knee to right elbow. Inhale, come up, back to three-legged. Exhale, knee to center. Into the chest, lift. Inhale, back to three-legged dog. Exhale. This time, instead of to left elbow, turn your left foot in and do a hovering fallen triangle. If this is too difficult, go for the normal fallen triangle. Plant the left palm, send it back to three-legged, and then bend the knee. Step right in between your back foot and your front hand, or your front hands, both of your hands. Lift up the back foot, bend into the elbows, lean forward, push back, come onto the ball mound of the back foot, this time not dropping the knee. Inhale, high lunge. Arms come up. Open the chest, slight back bend, protract the shoulders, palms come to touch. Come back down, step the front foot back, chaturanga, your version. Meeting me in downward facing dog. On an inhale, shift forward into plank, stepping the toes back if you need to. Checking our form real quick. And then spin to the pinky toe edge of your left foot. Inhale, right arm comes up. Side plank. If you want to take your wild thing, go for it. Right toes come back. Open up the chest. Sending the right arm up overhead. Slowly come back to your downward facing dog. Toes come to touch. Inhale, lift up the left leg. Exhale, knee to the left elbow. Inhale, toes come up. Exhale, knee to center. Inhale, toes up. Exhale, spin to the inside of your right foot. Hover the left to the side, lift up the right arm, hovering your fallen triangle, and slowly come back to three-legged. Inhale, and then exhale, bend the knee, step right in between your feet and your hands, lift up the back foot, lean forward, bend the elbows, push back. Come onto the ball mound of the back foot. Inhale, arms come up. Strong legs. Engage the insides of your thighs. Squeeze them together. Open up through the chest. Exhale, protract the shoulders. And plant the palms. Step back. Chaturanga. Feel free to come to child's pose here. Give yourself 3 more deep breaths. Gently come up to your tabletop position. From here, we're going to shoot for our Pincha Mayurasana. We should be pretty warm by now, but if you are a beginner, please practice this up against a wall. So with your elbows, I suppose, away from the wall and your back towards it. But for the purposes of this video, I'll be showing you from the mat. Drop the elbows down, shoulder width apart. Feel free to leave the palms flat like we've been practicing our forearm planks, or press the palms together. I find that this gives me just a little bit of a stronger base, especially if you're new to the balance. And if you aren't, feel free to just take it now and then end in a child's pose. Lift up the knees from here. Walk the toes in. Your gaze is going to go right in the middle of this little triangle that you're creating with your arms, right in between your forearms. Walk the toes in as much as possible and then lift up the right leg. Really push away from the ground with your shoulders. Bring the right leg down, lift up the left leg. And bring it down. If you need to take a break in between, go for it. Taking a breath. If you are with me, let's set up our base one more time. Go for our Pincha Mayurasana. Planting the elbows shoulder width apart, palms come to touch or facing the ground. Lift up the knees, walk the toes in. Gaze is right in between the forearms. Lifting up one leg and then maybe the other, and see if you can straighten, keeping the core engaged. Coming down when you're ready. One leg at a time. We'll all meet in a child's pose. Take a deep breath, sigh it out. And then slowly press yourself up. Swing the legs out around in front of you. Soles on the mat. Slowly roll one vertebrae at a time onto your back. Finding a comfortable position, and then planting both palms on either side of you. Slowly lift the hips up. Baby bridge. Just to kind of counter all of that core work we just did. Lift up a little higher. And then drop the hips, knees into the chest. Give them a squeeze. Maybe even lift the head for a moment. Curling up into a ball. And then head back down. Use your left hand to guide your knees to the left side. Right arm can come in a cactus arm on the right side of you. You can look up towards the ceiling or towards that right arm. Relax your jaw. Maybe start to release any breathing techniques you might have been using, like Ujjayi breath. Relax the shoulders. And then bring both knees into the chest. Give them a small hug. And then use your right hand to guide them to the right side. Left hand comes in a cactus arm. On the other side of you, palm face up. Your gaze can go up towards the ceiling or towards that left palm. Really softening through the face. Maybe even closing the eyes. Letting yourself start to really relax. Bring both knees into the chest. One more hug. And then send both legs to either corner of your mat. Palms come to either side of you, face up. I'm going to leave you here in Shavasana today. Thank you so much for joining me for this upper body yoga flow. I hope that you had a lot of fun and that you are patient with yourselves with these really tough postures. Have a beautiful day. I will see you in the next one. Namaste.